With 45 games in the league stage all done, it's time for us, Parthiv, DK, to pick our team of the tournament. I feel a little bit outnumbered, I'm going to say. We'll get to that shortly. But, guys, we're going to start right at the top. Opening batters. I think, where do we start? Can you agree on an opening combination? Who would your number one opener of the tournament be?
Quinton de Kock.
Quinton de Kock.
Number one for me, Rohit Sharma.
Ooh. Well, I agree on...
He's my number two. So
yeah, I kind of agree on both those counts. I mean, Quinny's been amazing.
Yeah.
I love a left-right combination.
Yep.
We're happy with
I
that.
think both have had brilliant World Cups. Quinny with the quantum of runs and Rohit Sharma with obviously the caliber of runs in terms of how he's batted and how he's constantly put India on the front foot at the start. So I think these two are no-brainers in many ways.
Is it also a no-brainer that before we even get further in the team, Rohit gets the C by his name?
Absolutely, without a doubt. I think he's by far the best captain of the tournament. So, DK mentioned about his approach and the way he has led the side. I think, there were few challenges in between, but I thought he was brilliant with his attacking captaincy.
It's nice that we've started on a friendly note with no arguments. I think that's a good thing. Number 3 and number 4, we'll look at both. I mean, I've got to have a Kiwi in there somewhere. Rachin Ravindra, how impressed have you been with Rachin?
Well, he's been the breakthrough star of this World Cup for sure. Among the youngsters who've played, he's put up quite a performance with the bat. He's been as good as anyone in this World Cup. He is obviously embraced India in terms of culture and the time he spent here. You can see plenty of videos doing the rounds on social media, and all of it, he's right in the middle of things. And he's had a wonderful World Cup, 300s and some really good 50s as well. So he's a guy who looks like a key wicket in the semi-final as well. We'll get to that very soon. But for the moment, I think he's taking the place of Virat Kohli.
Well, can he bat 4 and Virat bat 3? I mean, I think Virat's in all that side, correct?
I don't mind 3 and 4. I think 3 and 4 is
same. I think it should be 3
Yeah.
and 4, and he's right. And I say that only because depending on who gets out, whether it's Quinton or...
So we just go a left for a left and a right for a right.
For a right,
All right, so that's cool. All right, 3 and 4. It was always going to be fairly simple, I think, the top 4. Debatable points then. We get to number 5 in the order. I mean, where are we thinking? I like the way Daryl Mitchell has played from a New Zealand point of view. Rassie van der Dussen. Anyone else in that?
Henrik Klaassen.
Klaassen.
The Ben Stokes.
Stokes
has batted at number 5 for England, and a couple of times they were under pressure and he played few innings which their spot was on the line for Champions Trophy.
If I have to put you on the spot,
I would say Ben Stokes.
You'd go Ben Stokes?
I'd go for a team that is qualified, because I feel number 5 is a slot where somebody has to have contributed for that team to have qualified. So my choice would be, and I'll say this and I'll leave it with you, will be between Daryl Mitchell and Henrik Klaassen. I'm not too fussed who is in the team. I hope you don't bring the Kiwi bias into it.
Well, I will bring the Kiwi bias in, because I have to. I just think the way he's played at different times through the tournament, I like the way that Daryl Mitchell plays the spinners, first and foremost. I don't know. If we have to go Mitchell or Klaassen?
I would go Klaassen.
You'd go Klaassen?
He plays spin really well. Out of all the foreign teams, I think Klaassen's got the best technique. And another option which comes across is if Quinton gets 100 in first innings, you will have another option for wicket keeper as well.
Okay.
All right.
Who's going to get cramps? Cramps are coming to it. Let's leave the cramps alone for a minute. All right. Klaassen, Mitchell.
I'll go with PP Klaassen.
PP Klaassen. Okay. I will bow to their superior knowledge, and we'll stick with Henrik Klaassen at number 5. There is no debate on 6, is there? There is. I mean, are we just going to go the big show?
One of the knocks of all time.
All time.
I think,
great spin bowler. I think his bowling was one of the highlights for me at the start of the tournament as well, as far as Australia are concerned. He was brilliant with the ball.
Absolutely. I think Australia was struggling with their spinner, especially Eden Zampa. Took 3-4 games to come back into the form. That's when Maxwell was bowling in power play, and he was bowling his quota of full 10 overs. So he comes in.
And one of the best fielders.
I think Maxwell deserves a spot in this. He has earned the right to be at number 6. He's been quite the batter and a very, very good option with off spin as well.
Top 6 done. Wicket keepers in our top 6. What do we look at 7? All-rounder capabilities? Do we want a seam bowling? Mazai has been brilliant from my point of view for Afghanistan. Marco Jansen.
For me, I was going for Marco Jansen. I think at number 7, big hitter, can give you a left-hand bowling option with the new ball. Because I'm saying Marco Jansen because I want to have 2 leggies in my team.
You want 2 spinners posters?
Yeah, posters.
Okay, so you don't want a Jadeja or a Santner at 7?
I was going to say Jadeja at 7, honestly. I just feel he's been outstanding this World Cup with the ball. We can have both, actually. We can have Jadeja and Jansen, both Jays, one left-hander, one right-hander. But I think number 7, the better batter is Jadeja. So I'd put Jadeja there. But
if we go, look, 'cause we're going to debate this a bit more, I think, here, because you want 2 spinners. You want who?
I want Zampa and Kuldeep in it. So 8 and 9, Zampa and Kuldeep, and Shami and Bumrah. So I've got 3 seamers in with all different kind of.
This is where you come in the picture.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I want Zampa in my side, 100%.
Yeah.
I would prefer to go with another batter bowler at that 7 spot. I mean, if you want 2 spinners, I would probably go Santner and Zampa, or Jadeja and Zampa, that way around.
Yeah, but if you want to have 2 spinners, then you can't have 3 seamers.
Why can't?
Then if you're looking at the batter, then it has to be Jadeja.
It has to be Jadeja.
Number 7.
Batting at 7.
Yeah, the way you guys have just structured it, I feel Jadeja at 7 and Zampa at 8 gives 2 spinners. We have Glenn Maxwell, so we have a left arm spinner, we have an off spinner, and we have a leg spinner. So we kind of covered.
We're still thinking Jansen though, aren't we?
No, we have to leave out Jansen.
We have to leave out.
Unless we bring him in at number 9.
Number 9.
Among the fast bowlers, but I think there have been better fast bowlers. So I think it is between Jansen and Jadeja at this stage. Do you want the fast bowling all-rounder? My vote is Sir Ravindra Singh Jadeja.
I would go with Jadeja as well, because now we're looking at 3 proper fast bowlers. So
3 proper fast bowlers. All right, so we'll go. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I mean, again, another gun in the field. Brilliant with the ball, and he can when you go to the bat. So I'm happy with that. So Jadeja at 7, number 8.
Zampa.
You want Zampa at 8?
Yeah.
It's quite high at 8.
He's a I mean, it's not that he needs to bat at 8, but we just start getting that spinner at that stage. Then we'll see who needs to bat where.
Zampa bolts into all our sides. He's been the spinner of the tournament.
One of those no-brainers,
leading wicket taker, absolute no-brainer. Seamers. So you want 3 genuine seamers. I think 2 of them picked themselves, and I'm going to have to bow to India here because Jasprit Bumrah. Mohammad Shami.
Absolutely.
I think it's just not you or me or Parthiv who's going down. I think the world is going down to both these guys.
The economy rate of Bumrah inside that power play has just been exceptional. His skill, coming back from an operation as well, has just been amazing. I've been so impressed. And from the time Shami has been in that Indian side, they have looked a complete side for me.
Absolutely. I think there is no doubt about it. I think if India are in a position of strength in this World Cup where they feel to a point where they're invincible, I think it's down to these 2 bowlers who have been incredible in these last 9 games, and may it continue.
Okay.
Yeah, and so Bumrah doesn't have that wickets to carry, just to back it up, but he's been down of the dot balls.
He creates wickets at the other end. I think that's one of the great things about what Bumrah does, and because he goes for no runs, he creates wickets at the other end. All right, so Bumrah, Shami are in. So we need 1 more seamer. I've been really impressed with Dilshan Madhushankar.
You need a just a variety of maybe a left arm seamer.
Left arm seamer.
My vote, I'll tell you my vote. It's Kagiso Rabada. I think he's been outstanding. He bowls 1 change, and he has been the best bowler for South Africa by a distance. And he is bowled in all types of conditions, constantly put the pressure on the batters, has asked plenty of questions, and a lot of them have found it hard to answer those questions. And for me, he's been quite the bowler. I know Dilshan Madhushankar has been really good. I completely agree with that. I think when you look at the other bowlers, there are a few to choose from. Obviously, Josh Hazelwood has a very decent tournament. Pat Cummins has been very, very effective through the middle, but my vote would go to Rabada. But I guess we can debate.
We've got 3 right arm seamers. Are we worried about that?
Yeah, that's something I was looking at, the variety of getting at a left arm.
Could you go back to Jansen?
We can go back to Jansen. He's been bowling well, bowling with the new ball. Jansen and gives you that number 8 batting option also.
So it deepens our batting a little bit.
And a variety of left arm seamer.
Rabada Jansen. You're Rabada?
It's a bit like the Indian team, when Hardik was around.
Yeah.
Do you want to play a best bowling attack, or do you want to try and have an elongated batting lineup?
Because Jansen has got...
Shami hasn't taken the new ball either, so maybe we need a new ball bowler.
So Jansen or Madhushankar then, one of those 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Jansen.
Yeah, I'm going to go Jansen as well. Yeah.
Right. I think it's a fair choice, only because he gives you a batting option at 8, and he's bowled very well as well. Yes, Madhushankar has got more wickets in the tournament, but Jansen has been...
So we finish off with Jadu at 7, Jansen at 8, Zampa at 9, and then Shami and Bumrah at 10 and 11.
Yep.
Do we need to apologise to the other teams who don't have 1 representation?
I don't think we need to, because it's our opinion.
Yep.
And you might have an opinion as well, and you can let us know.